What you mean is DJ Marc B, man, and you jumping off the porch with dirty glove bastards. What you mean?
I'm a big snake, big slime, don't play. Shawty ride big Drake, but he like that AK.
We got DJ Marc B off the porch with us today.
What's up, man? It's DJ Marc B. Y'all know we hopping off the porch, man. They mean.
How you feeling today, bro?
Man, good, dog. Good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling well, man. How you been holding up during this whole coronavirus pandemic that's going on right now?
Man, I think we all doing the same. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to stay away from everything, wash our hands. Man, we don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is, but nobody knows what's going on. That's a big thing.
Yeah. Have you had any shows or events canceled?
They really just canceled all the clubs in Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? Like all DJs, like as far as DJing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really got nothing to do right now. And I think, you know what I'm saying? Even how this shit spreading, I don't even think you really want to be DJing too much. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's cool, you know what I'm saying? We just taking a break. I don't know how long it's going to be, but shit, I think everybody money really just fucked up. That's a big thing about it.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
People can't move how they want to. That's the problem.
Yeah. How you plan on passing the time here? No sports, no clubs, just perfect the craft or what?
Bowling. Man, watching that on ESPN because that's the only thing we got.
I watched a marble race the other day.
No, I was literally into that. I'm like, damn, is this gonna catch up? But nah, for real, I think, I'm good right now. I feel like right now I'm gonna start producing. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my thing anyway. So I'm finna lock myself in the studio. I think that's what the best thing for me to do. I ain't worried about nothing really else.
Yeah. Yeah, just lock in and just...
Yeah, I feel like that shit, whatever you trying to do, I feel like this the best time to do it right now, whatever you like to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not only just what you kind of do to make money. You know what I'm saying? So I like producing, so shit, that's what I'm gonna lock in and do. I feel like this the best time.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's take it back with your story, man. You're originally from Augusta, right?
Hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
706.
What was it like growing up in Augusta?
I love growing up in Augusta. I feel like, when I was in Augusta, man, I was throwing house parties. So shit, I had everybody really like coming to my crib on the weekends. Like that was my spot. Whenever we had time off, spring break, like whatever that, people would come to like my spot and kick it. Like so. And then I played sports too. So like shit, my high school was kind of fun, bro. I was like in the mix a lot. So it was like I was fucking with it. I had my close few homies, but yeah, like Augusta different, you know what I'm saying? Augusta got its own, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's any place. I feel like it's like a smaller Atlanta, like wherever, like, yeah, it's dangerous, but it's like wherever if you know how to move a certain type of way, I feel like that's what gets you past anything. So you stay out of certain situations, then you're gonna be straight. It just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the big thing about Augusta. So yeah, I love growing up in Augusta.
Yeah. Talk to us about these house parties. You were throwing these when your mom was out of town?
Yeah, man. She was in the military, so she used to go like out of town a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when she used to go out of town, like my older brother was like the first one kind of doing it. And then kind of when I got older, kind of like in high school, I started doing it myself. So then I took it like to a whole nother level. Like I was doing it because she was like constantly going out of town. So I was like, bet like Monday house party, Tuesday house party, Wednesday house party, like Thursday house party, because she was gone for the whole week. Like, and then people were like literally come and it'll just be a vibe. It'll just be like us kicking it. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit used to get wild. Like I used to have an acre of backyard. You know what I'm saying?
So you had some space.
I had a little bit of space. So we used to like, the neighbors used to call the cops. So we used to sneak everybody in the backyard. They had to drive their cars in the backyard. Our literally whole backyard would be like parked cars. I would have like my homies. We like, 16 at the time. We directing traffic, like setting cars up on the side, like on some crazy shit. One time it was like the whole block was blocked off with cars parking on the side. Like, it used to be like crazy, like the whole city come like.
God damn.
Like like if you ask anybody like in Augusta, like that's kind of older, my age now, they've been to one of my house parties. I don't care who it been.
Yeah.
Like literally everybody.
How many people are we talking about at some of the bigger parties?
Shit, just imagine like your typical house, but like the whole living room is full of people. And then the whole kitchen is full of people. And then the door you come in is full of people. Then there's people outside. And then there's people running around in the back that live there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And who really got access, they running around the back. So a whole section of the house is all literally people like, excuse me, like it's a club. Like, so yeah, bro. And then we ain't have no teen clubs or nothing like that growing up. So I think that was a shit we used to do. Like, for my schools and my area, the people that used to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, bro, that shit used to be lit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Did your mom ever catch you?
She called me a few times. I don't know if she just eventually I don't know if we was that sneaky or she just knew. You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like one time though, she really knew. Cause I was like, oh yeah, we just gonna have like 15 people over. Turned out to like 70. And then when she walked in the house, she was like, Marcus, come to the back. Mom, and then cussed me out, had to kick everybody out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then like, we would be so sneaky. Like when we throw the house parties, we would move all the furniture, clean up the whole house, make sure that and everything back in order by the time she back.
Oh shit.
Like on some other shit, like, and we would do that every time and I get caught. So I was like, shit, let's keep on doing it.
Yeah. And then you moved to Atlanta to attend GSU.
Hell yeah.
Why'd you choose GSU?
I felt like I didn't want to do another small city. I felt like it was just time for me to do some, I was good at school, that was one thing, but just like, I felt like everybody was like kind of going to the same places. And I always felt like different. I ain't want to be around the same people. Like we know each other, that's cool. But as far as like, I need to do something else, like meet some different people. So I took that time to just gravitate to that. So I went to Atlanta. I ain't know nobody when I came here.
No shit.
I think I knew like a couple of my classmates that was in my smart classes. Like I knew them, but we didn't really ever talk or kick it like that. So I ain't know nobody when I came up here. So I feel like it was just me on some, bruh, let me get to a bigger city, see how that shit go. And then, you know what I'm saying, just work my way around. Cause I feel like I was just good with people, you know what I'm saying? Me throwing house parties, like, it been a couple times where somebody almost got shot and niggas got their ass beat. Like, it been all that shit, but it's just like, I think me throwing them type of parties, bro, I just communicated with so many different people, from the females that didn't come to parties like that to the females who always want to come to the hood dudes who always come with that. I'm like, man, come on, man. Y'all know y'all ain't got no females with y'all. Like, I know how to communicate. Like, instead of just being an asshole, like, to people. So I eventually just learned how to like communicate with so many different people. I think one, doing them house parties, and then two, being involved in sports and shit like that. So, and then me being raised around military people. So I just like, I think I know how to just express myself, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of different ways without just destroying a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why I feel like Atlanta, shit, I come up here, shit, I move the right way, I figure out who authentic, who not, and then shit, we're gonna see how it moves and how it go. Yeah. For sure.
How'd you end up DJing these basketball games at GSU?
Man, I did it, man. So I worked a job. I think I had like 2 jobs ever. I've worked at Foot Locker, and then I worked at Georgia State, like, athletics program. Okay. Like, so, but then it was like, this is my first interview I told, but they used to have me like at the games, mopping up the floor after the players run.
Oh shit.
I did that shit. And it was like a packed game, and like all my homeboys was laughing at me. Cause I was like on the floor, and I'm like, bro, you at the parties and then you DJ it, but then you scrubbing it, like, so then everybody was like laughing. After that, I never did that shit again. You know what I'm saying? But then I was cool with athletics, so I was like, shit, why don't y'all try having a DJ?
So they didn't have a DJ at all before you?
Never had a DJ, but I was cool with the program director. So I was like, shit, let's probably implement that. We could do some things, you know what I'm saying? So eventually they tried it out. You know what I'm saying? I did that. And then, shit, it went up from there. Yeah. For real.
Did it take off right away when you were DJing? It was just like...
No, really, like, the viral moment that everybody looked at was that Georgia State, Georgia Southern game. I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah,
damn,
it's
but,
on your IG page still, yeah.
Yeah, but damn, before that happened, I was actually like DJing for them in the games. Like before, they was kind of mad at me. They thought they heard like a cuss word. They probably did though, to be honest, because I ain't have like when I was DJing, I ain't never really had like them real DJ websites. Like I was like a LimeWire type.
Okay.
We finna rig it, figure it out, get in the club, spin that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had clean versions, but I don't know if there was clean. So they probably did heard it. So the game before that, they was like, yeah, after this game, we not gonna have you no more because we heard cussing. So then that game, that's when the whole shit went viral. And then after that, shit, they couldn't fire me. So look how life worked. You know what I'm saying? And come back full circle. Cause I just had a plan. Like I knew what I was doing. Like I always knew my creativity was, you know what I'm saying, past what people expected. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it just took for like one little moment and boom, that's what it was. And after that, now you see they got a DJ at all their games.
Yeah.
So shit, that's what you got to do. And I wasn't getting paid or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I was doing that shit for free.
Yeah.
Shit is the exposure.
Yeah. And you ended up graduating from GSU, right?
Yeah, for sure. I finished it. I was supposed to I almost didn't finish it, but I felt like I had to. My mom wanted me to finish it. I felt like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I felt like school really wasn't shit for me.
What was your degree in?
Marketing, nothing.
Nothing you're using now.
Nothing. Yeah, well, you use it like simultaneously, but like, you know what I'm saying, subliminally, but like, as far as like, oh, I remember what I did in class. Nah. Like nothing like, but nah, if like I had to relearn it, I could kind of understand it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like, I think school to me, like, and what I'll put on my children, I like school for like the people I met. I feel like I met a lot of genuine people and I feel like them people kind of gonna be people in place in life later on. So like the people you go to that's your dentist, that's your doctor, that's the manager to this company that started their own brand, that got their own clothing line. It's a lot of different people that you just meet in different places. And I feel like them, the people, if you value them relationships more value than work you doing in school, I feel like that's going to lead you better on than shit getting all A's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the end, like that shit but it just depends on what you want to do. I feel like what I studied in, nah, I feel like to be a doctor, don't tell me you just good at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how I feel about the situation with school.
Yeah. And then you started DJing at Mansion, right?
Yeah, I DJ Mansion. I started getting on Mansion like probably like my junior year after like, I think that was after like a little bit after cheap ass college party. I just started getting on a little bit here and there and I would do shit. But yeah, when I got on Mansion, I was just kind of learning and I kind of got hard at it and then I was going on the road till then it was like, but like, yeah, once I first got on Mansion, that's when the clubs was really like, it was like still there. It was like, it was like almost down, but yeah, I feel like when I started DJing in Mansion, that's what kind of separated me from just like, oh yeah, he just a DJ. He kind of a hard young dude coming out of Georgia State, the youngest dude, especially like DJing a club of that magnitude.
Yeah.
Like I think I was the youngest like person really doing some shit like that. So people was like, who is this? And like people would do whatever they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be people, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that was the time for me to just, you know what I'm saying, stamp myself as a young dude who just doing his own shit. I'm being original. I'm not following nobody else's wave. I'm not looking at what nobody else doing. I'm just trying to implement my own situation.
Yeah. And you were the first one in the city to spin a whole 21 Savage set, right?
Yeah, man. I feel like, I think I heard Savage one day, like I was in my homie car. I think he was picking me up from outside the Georgia State, and then I was in his car, and I think he was playing 21 Savage, and I think it was like 30K or something in the car.
Okay. I
was like, bro, that shit's hard. And then when I was DJing in Mansion, Meezy ended up managing him, and Meezy was a big promoter at Mansion. Yeah. But he was kind of in and out. But then I met Meezy, and then Meezy kind of came up to me and was like, yeah, bro, I got this dude named 21 Savage. I'm starting to manage him. Shit, could you spin some of his songs? I'm like, yeah, bro, I heard of him. He kind of hard. I already fuck with what he got going on for sure. Yeah. So, like, I would go into clubs and I would just like, spin that shit. Like, I was a young nigga, you know what I'm saying, coming up. So it was like at the time, like, people was looking at like DJing for artists as like, not bad, but people wasn't with it because they felt like artists wasn't looking out, which is slick shit like now, it go on now, you know what I'm saying? Artists get popping, they lead the people that really help them get to that point. So I think a lot of DJs was on that. The fact that I was new, it wasn't like I was oblivious to it, but it was more on some, bro, I really just like his music. So shit, why not spin it in the club? Shit, that's what I want to hear. Yeah. Shit, I think DJing should be about that, what you want to hear, not just what everybody used to or what might get the crowd. Like, what do you like? What vibes you on? So when I would go in the club, bro, I think it got to a point where it was like, first, I would like spend like, Whoa, Picky, Dirty K, and then end it with Red Ops.
Oh shit.
Like all in a row though. So at this time, it was like people knew Savage, but people ain't really known, you know what I'm saying? And then it was at these 18 and up clubs. So it was like, these young niggas getting hip. So when they get hip, it's like, hold on, they going crazy. And this is what they promoting. This is what they seeing. So by the time he started doing the shows in Atlanta, it just blew up. But yeah, once I felt like me just spinning it like that, I felt like it was different to a mind. I felt like it was bigger than them. Oh yeah, he's spinning my song tonight. Like, that's cool, but when you hear 4 songs, 5 songs in a row by one person, you're not thinking, what's that hit? You thinking, why this dude playing 4 of the same dude songs in a row? And then when I'm at every party you going to, it's like, okay, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like from a DJ perspective, I feel like I did the most you could do as far as like helping a DJ and an artist. I feel like it's still it's 100% a total package from management to image to social media, but I feel like as far as what a DJ could do for an artist, I feel like shit, I did that shit just off the strength of me wanting to do it, just off of me liking his music. Yeah, for sure.
And that led to you being his DJ for the tour with Young Thug, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think the first one, that's why I said like I almost like was like fuck school because you know what I'm saying. The first tour they went on was the one with Uzi, Lucci. I forgot who the third one is. I don't know. But they went on that tour and I was like, shit, I want to go. But then it was like, you know what I'm saying? Just situations didn't match up how it needed to be. So I was like, let me just finish school. But then it came to a point where, you know what I'm saying, they went on another tour, you know what I'm saying, budget get a little bit bigger, shit, you know what I'm saying? So I understand it's just about, I felt like it was just inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as far as like, as much as a dude could do for a so I understand just the politics, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't got what they, you know what I'm saying, got at that certain moment. So, you know what I'm saying? I waited for it and then boom, we went on tour. Yeah. And that was dope.
Yeah. And this most recent tour, you didn't even have to DJ. You were more of a hype man.
Yeah, that was different. You know what I'm saying? I think it was, I was really open to it. I loved it because I feel like it was just, the first tour I went on is just like up and downs, you know what I'm saying? The first time DJing for Savage, we never did like a rehearsal or like none of that. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool for me because I felt like you gotta look at it like as far as like if anybody else know the music, shit, who it's gonna be? And I felt like I knew the music like flip, you know what I'm saying? Eventually it just got better, you know what I'm saying? You learn your relationship, who should talk on the mic, when should talk on the mic, when, you know what I'm saying? So it went from me doing it with 2 other people on stage, other mics, to now it's only 2 mics, to now it's just me and him. So now the last tour was like, okay, now it's running Pro Tools. So it's like every tour I'm just adding a different element to my resume to say, okay, yeah, I did this like this. I know how to work it like that. I know how to work it like that. I know how to work it like that. I done seen how people run the whole fucking stage. I done seen stage managers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm getting so much different type of experience with running Pro Tools for a set versus DJing. So now whatever we got to do for a show, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? If we got to sit back and make sure everything's synchronized and everything running on point, we can do that. If we need to say, fuck it, Marc B, grab the computer, grab a mic, shit, let's do that too. Like, I think that just add a lot of different things to my resume.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys gone on and done a lot of festivals too, Rolling Loud, Lollapalooza, Day and Night.
Yeah, I think, bro, like Lollapalooza was probably definitely the craziest.
Yeah.
This one was insane. Like on our last tour, I think we did it twice. The last one was the craziest one. I think that's when I actually got to damn host.
Okay.
In front of the crowd, and I'm talking about it's like 50,000. You and like, you can't even like, bruh, you can't even like imagine, bruh, like the amount of people, and to get them all, seeing them interacting in a synchronized moment, bruh, that was just unbelievable. And then Savage brought out Childish Gambino, and Pro Tools messed up. Before the Childish Gambino song, Pro Tools messed up. I don't know if it was before or last, but either one, I'm like, bruh, if it would have cut off during this, everybody would have been looking at me like, bruh, and it ain't even my fault. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, it be happening at shows, but it's like, yeah, bro, them festivals be crazy. It been times where Rolling Loud go perfect, and then I'm DJing, and then it be times where shit, the whole equipment fucked up and we don't even finish Rolling Loud. So it's like, I done seen both sides to it. So yeah, festivals are not nerve-wracking. Like once you get into it, you good because you realize, you know what I'm saying, I do this shit. Like that's what I eventually, like my first tour, I fucked up a few times where I was just like, bro, y'all don't even gotta pay me for these nights. Cause I fucked up so bad. I was like, man, but then eventually you get to the time where it's like, bro, Marc B, you done DJ so much, suck that shit up, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Get on your shit. And then that's where you kind of circle in and get your best effort. So yeah, bro, festivals are definitely dope. They different.
Yeah. What was it like seeing 21 win that Grammy?
Bro, that was dope. I felt like, I don't know. I felt like I expected it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like, bro, he already beat the odds. I felt like it was inevitable. You know what I'm saying? I felt like even if he didn't win the Grammy, I feel like, bro, just for him to be nominated as a Grammy, when you see him back when it was Whoa and he was jumping off the stage, damn, and beat niggas, just the whole crowd beating niggas' asses, like from seeing that to seeing how he moved, to seeing how he influenced kids, to see how he want to project himself, not to only, you know what I'm saying, the media and himself, but just to how he want to do it for his own value and how he feel about it. I feel like that's just the bigger thing, you know what I'm saying? The Grammy's dope, all the accolades is dope, but shit, just to be a better person, just to move as, you know what I'm saying, you want to, I feel like that's the bigger accomplishment. So that's how I look at the whole situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it.
Yeah, that's real. All right, let's switch over to producing.
Yeah.
When did you first start making beats?
2015, around then. I think I was still in college. I might have just I had like a Toshiba. I was making shit. I was like, I don't even know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think I was making beats then. I was just working on shit, and then every day I would like go to my homie crib and I'd be like, how this shit sound? And you know, him being my homie, he'd be like, all right, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? But like me knowing how other shit sound and me being in the club and me hearing that shit, I'm like, it's nowhere near.
Yeah.
So I just kept it real with myself. So I was just like doing that shit for like 2 years straight. You know what I'm saying? And I would never like send nobody no beats. Like I would never ask to play beats for Savage. I would never like, nothing.
Did they know you were making beats though?
I think the first 2 years, they kind of like, I think like they don't see me make beats in like on the bus.
With the headphones on.
Yeah, here and there. And then they'll grab the headphones like, oh, this shit sound all right. You just need to take this out. But then, you know what I'm saying? I think it was just more just me knowing like, I feel like whatever craft the person does, I feel like whenever they decide to do another craft, I feel like whoever respected them for the first craft, they discredit them for the second one. You know what I'm saying? So you could be a photographer and then all of a sudden you could say, shit, I want to be a analyst. What the hell you know about? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like me being a DJ, I felt like me going in producing, I felt like producers was already gonna look at it like, oh, what he doing, what he cheating, he don't really know what's going on. So I felt like I just needed to take that time and effort to really learn the craft, where I'm messing up, where I can get better. So by the time I'm stepping in them doors, I'm stepping in just as confidently as I was DJing. Yeah. And I feel like that's why I held it down for so long. But just even the third or fourth year, my shit was still like, yeah. So now where I'm at now, I'm just like, yo, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I done learned a lot. So I feel like that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And how much has being a DJ helped you as a producer?
I feel like it helps me a lot because I already know tempos. I already know kind of how to find what an artist like, sounds they like, things they use in their beats. And not only have I learned how to kind of hear that, and me doing it for so long, now I know how to implement that and make that, you know what I'm saying, and recreate those sounds and recreate those, you know what I'm saying, things artists like finding their beats, you know what I'm saying? There's certain type of artists who only rap on certain type of shit, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean it gotta be tight beats, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I know, and then I feel like a lot of music is sampling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, shit, I know a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? That can be recreated, refinessed, used in different ways. So I feel like me just knowing all that type of stuff, I feel like that help you a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And you know what sound is actually in the club now. Yep. So you know what bounce going on. You know what's hitting. You know how to, you know what I'm saying, find that type of style. So I feel like, yeah, that's really where it's at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what DJ is supposed to do, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. And last year, Young Nudy put out a song called Marc B.
Yeah, man, that's how I felt. Like I felt the same way about how this album, he had the blue cheese. Like I felt like it was just like, bro, I was shook. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, cause I mess with Nudy, and you know what I'm saying? I remember when he hopped on the beat, but I ain't never hear the song. But when it came out, I'm like, why the fuck is it called Marc B? And I'm like, that's hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that just show you like, at the time, I'm just like I like Nudy because if you like ever looked at Nudy track list, all Nudy track list is just a whole bunch of random ass, like something he might say one time in the song, one word. Like, but it's like I fucked with that so much because I used to do mixes. And when I used to do like little DJ mixes, I would call them like random shit that incorporated what the artist, you know what I'm saying, had going on. So if I did like a Savage set, you know what I'm saying, I call it like Knife Effect or some shit like that. Some random shit if I did like a Savage mix, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I fucked with that. So for him to call it Marc B, I was like, oh yeah, that's real hard. But I was just like, bro, that's so real, you know what I'm saying? Coming from artists of that caliber, and not only just him being Nudy, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you ain't had to do that. You could have named it a million different other things, you know what I'm saying? But you decided to name it that one thing. So, bro, I ain't got nothing but respect for Nudy. He ain't gotta hop on no more beats. He don't gotta, like, it's just cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how my relationship is with Nudy. So that's just how I like our situation. Yeah.
But he did hop on a couple of your beats for on the Anyways.
Yeah, and that's what made it dope. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? He see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think he just respect my situation. He respect the effort I put in. He respect, you know what I'm saying, the energy I put out. I don't try to be nobody I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I just kick it how I need to kick it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never trying to like press a situation or somebody got to do this for me or somebody got to do that for me. I ain't never did that with nobody. So any situation I'm connected with, it's always been genuine. It don't have to be a trade for a trade. I do this because you do this. So I think that just for the fact that just helped my situation. Plus the beats hard.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You get both of them at the same time. So it's like, that's why I look for my situations to be the same thing. Like, yeah, it's cool if we work, but if we work and you just like a genuine dude, like, hell yeah, bro, I don't mind support. Like, I feel like nowadays the biggest problem I have with people is people don't like to support you if they not connected to the win. And I feel like that's the biggest thing where I try to be like, I support, like, it's cool, bro. Like, we don't gotta collaborate, but even if you got the #1 song in the world, I'ma still support you, and we don't never gotta make a beat. Yep. Because I just like, I don't gotta be connected to what you got going on, bro. Everybody got their own time. So I think that's the big thing. Like, bro, everybody got their own moment. So I don't gotta be connected to your win. But if you decide me to add that, then it just show you how genuine our relationship is.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. I want to talk to you about this Hot Boyz project you put on last year. What was the inspiration behind that? You had 4 artists.
Yeah.
Were you going after the Hot Boyz? Like, was that?
No, I think my thing is I want to be creative as possible. So I wanted to use Hot Boyz in the fact that, 1, they made a song called Hot Boy. And then 2, in the fact that it was a lot of different people mixed into one project. But I didn't want to go like the generic Hot Boy look and just, cause I felt like that was corny. So I felt like the project was just dope because look at it. You get 3 different artists, young artists under 3 different, you know what I'm saying, labels together to do a project. Yeah. Who's doing that? But then I wanted to be on some like Gangsta Grills type, but just original. Cause it's different cause I made all the beats. Yeah. And I put all the artists together and then I mixed it, I'm shooting the gate. Hey bro, we got a video. You know how hard it is to make sure artists do a video that make sure they cool with each other, that make sure it all makes sense. Like it was hard to do that. So I felt like it won. You know what I'm saying? Maul and Tip was already cool. Doe Boy was kind of popping. Me and Doe Boy was real cool from Lil Craze. So me and Doe Boy was in. So then I was like, shit, why don't Doe Boy, I got this song done. Shit, Maul, you hop on it. So then Maul hopped on it. Then they cool. Then Maul and Tip was going to do a tape. So I was like, shit, why don't all 3 of y'all do a tape? Oh, shit. But then y'all put it under me so y'all don't get no pushback just in case it's not too lit as y'all want it to be. And just in case, shit, if it do pop off, shit, we all benefit. And it turns out, shit, the shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Shit, I feel like the song got like, one of the songs got like 500, 600, something thousand on Spotify. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it got 150,000 on Tip YouTube. So I feel like it just shows you like, it's bigger than like, I don't want to put myself on no pedestal, but I'm just thinking different. Like, I'm not just thinking like, bro, let's just get the hottest artist in Atlanta, put it on a song and say, oh, it's DJ Marc B featuring this. Like, nah, I wanted to be different. I wanted to be like, oh, damn, he made the beat too. All right, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a different concept with me doing that. So I feel like Hot Boyz, bro, it was just an authentic project. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, let me reach out to them. Let me reach out here. Oh, I know him. You might know him. Like, and I was like, bro, I'm already cool. Hop on this song. And then shit, you just see, and then you hear it in the music. It's genuinely hard because, you know what I'm saying? Eventually get to a point where it's like, damn, bro, he went that hard. I gotta make some hard shit. So it's like, now he going hard. And so it's like, it's a competitive thing. And then at the same time, it just make the whole situation genuine. And you see Maul and Doe Boy still fuck with each other. Everybody still fuck with each other. They supporting what each other got going on. So it's like, shit, you see what's going on just from a little boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So that I fuck with it.
Yeah, it's definitely a dope project. Can we expect more compilations from you in the future?
Yeah, I'm planning on dropping something actually soon. I got something going in the works, but it's like just me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to force nothing. I want it to all be good timing. I want it to all be authentic, you know what I'm saying? And I want it to all make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with reaching out to kind of people that I don't know unless I really fuck with you and I really fuck with your music and I think it's a good opportunity for both of us, but I don't never want anybody to feel like, not like they doing me a favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want it to all be mutual. Like, bro, yeah, your shit hard. Yeah. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be like that. Like, bro, and the more days go by, bro, the more I'm seeing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come. It ain't like, you ain't gotta reach out for it. And I feel like if you let it come to you, that's when the bag really gonna come. The more you reach out for it, it's like, you gonna get that right here, but then you ain't gonna keep on eating. So that's what I'm thinking of it like.
Yeah. All right, and you and 24 Hours been cooking up too. You guys just dropped this new song called Selfies.
Yeah, man, me and 24 Hours, we go way back, man, since back before he wasn't even called 24 Hours. So, you know what I'm saying? I linked up with him back when Black Boy was his DJ, and Black Boy one of my close homies, but Damn, I was spinning his shit in the club. Then I hit up Tokyo. This was before Uber Everywhere dropped, and we were just chopping it up. And I was like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let me send me some more shit. Let me put it on my mixtape. And I ain't really understand like how music, it wasn't like back in the day, like I think you could ask artists for unreleased music and a DJ put it out and they will be with it because but I think it was transitioning more into the time was like, nah, we streaming shit, shit getting big. So I ain't understand that. So, but even at then I ain't hate on him and was like, bruh, all right, fuck you. I would still like make a mix of his shit, put it on the tape. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why we started fucking with each other because he saw like, damn, it could have easily been a situation where, damn, I told this nigga, nah, I ain't giving him no music, and then he'd be like, all right, fuck you. But then he saw like, I'll still put his music out, make mixes of his shit, throw it out there. So then me and 24 Hours just always kept that relationship. So then when I started producing, I was making like, back when I was making beats, I was like, they alright. But then I played something for him and he was fucking with it. And he actually made a hard ass song. So I was like, all right, this shit might be all right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then fast forward a year later, shit, it's even harder. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a little bit in the vault. We got, I think like hella songs. I think we like 5, 6, 7 songs.
Oh shit.
But yeah, a few of them gonna come out on his next project for sure. I fuck with 24 Hours heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of caught me off guard because I think of you like trap beats.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a trap artist.
Nah, man. I think that's what I want. I think that's the benefit of me being a DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of different sounds in my head. I hear what's making these beats what it is, what's making this different. So I feel like me being just a DJ, I hear a lot of different vibes. And I feel like that's what's gonna bring a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, towards me too. Not just the fact that, damn, I know how to produce and I feel like I got a lot of different aspects I can add to it. So I feel like I want to be prepared for like any type of artist I run into. Yeah. So it's like, I don't really make like tight beats. Like I just make whatever I feel like I want to try out. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying out some Detroit shit.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to run into a Detroit artist because I'm going to have shit for him. Like a whole pack ready. So it's like, I want to be on some, damn, Marc B got a song with who? Like, what? How you get to do it? How it actually sound hard too? Like, I want it to be like that. I don't want it to be just like, okay, Marc B make these same ass, like, nah, bro. I don't want it to be like that.
Yeah. Who are some other artists you got coming up with? I think you previewed this Lil Gotit song that sounded crazy.
Lil Gotit, K Camp.
K Camp, okay.
I got some hard shit with K Camp. Real Recognize Rio.
Okay.
Oh, we got a whole tape coming out, bro.
Really?
Oh my God. When I say he literally is like my favorite artist.
He's so hard, man.
Bruh, nah, people don't understand though. Like, he's hard. Like, he's hard, bro. We got a whole I don't know how many songs we got. Like, it's to the point where we got like too many songs. So it's like, yeah, like when our tape come out, that's what I'm really waiting for. Like, that's why I don't really want to drop like a compilation right now, because I'm trying to make sure all his shit straight so we can get his shit out. But when he drop his project, like, that's going to be on another level. People going to really hear like my sound, where I'm at with it, like what I'm doing. And that's like really a lot of that is old music. So it's like,
shit.
But that shit's so hard. I'm still bumping it. Like it's so hard. So Rio, I know I'm missing some people, but I feel like, man, I don't want to spoil it. I feel like we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just be prepared. I feel like this year gonna be a great year. I feel like a lot of people gonna be surprised. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people sleep, but that's why I like Nudy so much. You know what I'm saying? He respected. It's not about, damn, you having the biggest name. It's about shit, the product you bring in. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And then my work ethic and how I'm moving, bro. I don't feel like nobody moving like me, and I don't feel like I'm trying to move like nobody. So I feel like that's what's really just gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep me moving how I want to. So I can't wait for this year to go by. You know what I'm saying? Other than the corona, we got to get that shit the fuck up out of here. But, you know what I'm saying? For sure. Like, other than that, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Once we get back to the money, bro, this corona get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get back to the business, the paper get right. I can't wait to see how the year turn out, Weezy, you know what I'm saying? That's really so that's why I can't wait to just lock into the studio, bro. So I want to be as prepared as possible, you know what I'm saying, for any situation, for whoever I want to, whoever might hear that Young Nudy beat, like, oh, this is dope, send me some shit. I want to be prepared to have anything ready. I don't want to say, oh yeah, let me go to the studio real quick and cook up a pack. Yeah. Like, nah, I want to have. That's why I'm so locked in right now. Shit, we ain't got shit else to do.
Yeah, for real.
Shit, what else you got to do? So might as well stay in my in-home studio where I can't catch corona you know what I'm saying? And I got food, drink, water, so it's like I stacked up on her. So where I need to go. You know, sometimes I just want to get out the house, so yeah, I'm gonna go to somebody's studio, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Best thing to do, bro, stay in your house and work on whatever the hell you're passionate about.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Marc B, any last words, any shout outs?
Shout out to Dirty Glove Bastards for this interview, man. Fuck they mean. 2020 going up. If they sleep, man, they ain't gonna sleep forever because we finna wake them niggas up this year. For sure.
I'm a big snake, big slime, don't play. Shawty ride big Drake, but he like that AK. Matt 90 with the grip, love the way it spray.